Hey guys, it's been a minute. This is you from News Training Log, and this episode is a little bit late. It's going to be kind of weird because I have been, I slipped up basically, since about right around Christmas time when I started my new job. I started getting kind of slack on filming stuff. I have basically an entire episode done from around that time, and I just haven't finished editing it. So this is what this episode is going to be. I'm going to do my normal chat with you for the beginning, but then all of my footage and my commentary is going to be from about 2 weeks ago. It happens sometimes. I have a tendency when something new is introduced into my life, like a job or going back to school, when things pop up, I'm kind of bad at adapting to it, and I'll drop everything and not do things right. So also combined with, I was in that weird period between jobs where you're working and then you get paid a bit after the time that you've been working. But when you, I learned when you're filing unemployment, once you start working, they just cut it off. Like you don't get any, it's not, you worked 2 weeks and then you'll be paid that next week. So for those first 2 weeks you get a bit, nope, it's just, you worked those 2 weeks, so you're cut off now. So, yeah, with that, so I was kind of stuck, stressing about being able to pay rent this month. But, fortunately I had a bit of money saved, and then, the government stimulus came through, so woo government, because they're doing a good job right now. Go America. But that did help, so I'm half appreciative, but only because I was desperate. So last week, some of the stuff that I talked about was just basically how my diet was going. It started off pretty good, but with my issues with money, it became I can't be eating 4,000 calories every day because I don't have enough money to pay for 4,000 calories every day. So I've been just making sure I'm getting as much food as I can. But my weight currently this morning on January 4th is 224, and I haven't been eating nearly as much. Last week it was 225.4, and today it was 224.4. So though I haven't been eating as much, I'm still holding on to the weight. My workouts have been kind of sporadic for the same reason. I used to go to the gym at the middle of the night, essentially 11 p.m. and beyond, because that's kind of when I like to go, because there's no one around and it's easier to film, and I'm shy and awkward and I don't like doing things in front of people, so I like to be able to try things and work out and move around without feeling like I'm being watched, which I'm 100% aware is a personal thing. I know that people aren't at the gym watching me. It just some shit I gotta work through. But also because since we're in a pandemic and it's kind of hard to work out in a mask, or it is for me. Like, people say, like, well, people who aren't working out are like, it makes it hard to breathe, it clamps onto your mouth, and it's like, not when you're walking 2 feet, but yeah, when I'm squatting and then I'm start breathing hard, eventually I have to pull my mask out to get full air, and it's like, but then I feel weird because it is a pandemic and that's not safe and that's not healthy, so I try to go when I can actually social distance with the people in the gym, and there's almost never anybody there in the middle of the night. So yeah, I don't know if anyone has cared about seeing my footage and I don't have a mask on. That's really why when I'm there, there's almost no one there, and when I am there, I'm keeping away from people, so I'm trying to be as responsible as I can. The other thing, in regards to my diet, I'm thinking about starting to add bloopers at the end of these videos. I don't know, I'm going to do it with this one, and y'all let me know if y'all find it funny or whatever, because there have been just so many times when I try and start a take, or I'll be in the middle of talking for a video like this and just I'll have to burp or I'll have to fart. It'll just ruin the mood, and I find that shit funny. If y'all find it funny too, I'll keep adding anytime that a take gets messed up. But yeah, that's one of the things no one really tells you about when you're bulking as a main thing. It's just like the main just the increase of food will just increase your gas output, and then the types of foods that are good for bulking, like rice and beans and chicken and protein shakes and all that stuff, already increases it more. So even if I was eating a lesser amount of that, it'd be bad. But just I'm eating a ton of it, and it just, by the end of the night, once all the food is digested, I'll just be just cranking out farts and shit, and that shit is crazy. But so yeah, long story. I'm gonna start adding bloopers to the end of these videos because that shit is funny. So, some people ask me, well, at my new job and whatnot, they ask me about New Year's resolutions, and that's not really something I do because it's weird. I don't know. I don't like sounding like a buzzkill, but I've never really been big on super celebrations, so even things like New Year's have never really mattered to me. It's like, I don't know, time doesn't work that way. I don't know, unimportant. I've never been one on, okay, it is the first of the year, and from now on I'm gonna start doing things this way. No, it's more like part of, I mean, technically me starting this series was kind of a New Year's, but I just decided to do it in December because I had the time and I already knew what I wanted to do, so I just started it. So I guess I'll just talk about what my goals are this year in general. Not so much resolutions, but 2021, I would like to attend 2 bodybuilding competitions, not compete in one. I just want to attend, to watch, to study, to learn. I know there's one near me happening in April, and I would like to travel to one, probably somewhere in the South, but I would like to see a professional level bodybuilding competition because I've really only seen a pro level one at the one that I competed in 2018, and I was competing in that, so I wasn't super paying attention. And then I also want to compete in an actual competition in December of this year. That's the main goal. That's why I even started this channel, was just to chronicle my journey to that December competition date. Again, I don't know what specific date it is. I just know they had one last year. Well, had one at the end of 2019. Yeah, they had one at the end of 2019, and they were gonna have one this year, but they canceled it. So I'm assuming they're gonna have another one in December of 2021. Another goal, more personal. As I said, I work as a pastry chef, but I got this job in the middle of me attending school to be a pastry chef. I'm a student, even though I'm working in that field already. So I will be graduating hopefully at the end of the summer. So after summer semester, it'll be July, and then I will be done that August. So that's a big goal. It's I started 2 years ago. Yeah, I started 2 years ago. Started 2 years ago. It's been pretty difficult. I like cooking. I like making food. I'm not I'm bad at making things pretty. That's my, making things like bread and things that you make them correctly and you bake them and they come out good. But things like cakes and whatnot, where you have the cake but then you gotta ice it and decorate it and make that shit look nice, that's my weakest point. So that's something I hope to really master by the time I graduate. Just making shit look pretty. Another thing is I play bass guitar. I haven't picked it up in maybe about 2 months, just because I'm lazy sometimes, and music, I don't know, I have a weird relationship with music, so sometimes I just get into funks where I don't like to listen to good music and I don't like to play. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, I want to get back to playing bass more regularly and potentially write a song. I was talking with my roommate, we were watching a documentary on the Bee Gees, and we were like, bro, we should make some fucking disco music. Like, I don't know, disco has always been one of my favorite genres for bass guitar, just because them shits be slapping. Like, it's crazy how good a disco beat can be. And I don't know, it's just been, it's out of style, and fuck it, let's bring back disco. But yeah, I want to get back to practicing my bass regularly, and maybe one day put something on this channel, I don't know. All the new updates from 2 weeks ago, well, from the last video, and from now on it's going to be past use of looking at old footage. Fortunately, I'm wearing the same thing, so it shouldn't be too hard to look at, or it shouldn't be too jarring to switch to, but it's gonna be me looking at old footage from 2 weeks ago and chatting with you in the sauna for naked sauna chats. So again, just let me know how you feel about the bloopers at the end, and see you guys next week. Okay, right here, this is from my hamstring focus day. I usually do 4 sets of this. This is a glute ham raise. I do 1 set before I do my main hamstring exercise, and then I do my last 3 sets afterwards. The first one is to warm up, and then I do the exercise, then I do my Romanian deadlifts, and then go back to blast them again for the last 3 sets. I used to do these with like a 35-pound weight, but when I trained under Goob, he told me, you don't really need weight, just slow it down. So I have a count of 6 in my head. He said slow it down and that'll just tear you up, and he was right. So I don't do these with weight anymore. I just take them really slow, 6 seconds per move. That's for 8 reps, and yeah, that shit works. But it takes me forever, because once you get to like 6, it's just burning and you still have to push through it, which is the point. But yes, Romanian deadlifts. On my, I'm working up, this is only, what is it, 155, because I haven't done these in a while, but my main goal, I'm trying to get it up to 405, which might be a lot, but I'm gonna go pretty slow. But I remember Coach Berto, Alberto Nunez, one thing he was always telling me is, I'm stronger than I think. I can push myself way more. I tend to default to lower weights because I'm kind of paranoid of being that dude in the gym that's throwing around weights that are too much for him. But Coach was like, no, you can move some weight, so move some weight. So I'm trying to work up to a really heavy weight so I can really blast my hamstrings. Here, I don't have a posing update this week. This is just me bullshitting at the gym the middle of the night. There is literally no one there, which is why I have my shirt off. I would have gone full posing trunks, but I still felt a bit awkward. But this room, I love this room. There's a huge mirror. You can see everything. I wish it was more, I wish it was less frowned upon to strip down and do bodybuilding poses at the gym, but I get why it's not. It's a public place. Not everyone wants to see that. I get it, but this is a great place for me to practice posing. This angle isn't the best. I'm sorry about the footage. I was just really just trying to see how things look. I feel like you can't even see anything with that. But coming up next is the footage from my squat day. With that, since I'm really trying to focus on my squat, it's literally just a squat day. I have extra, like I'll hit my shoulders, I'll do some forearm work and some calves and stuff, but I really just go in there, warm up, and then hit these squats, and then go chill in the sauna. Like that, squats are my main goal, everything else is extra if I feel like it. Because 315, it's a weight that, I don't know, I feel like that's pretty intermediate level. I just feel like I'm never, that's always been where I've tapped out. I know I can go higher, but I know I can do more weight. That's not like my 1 rep max, but trying to do it for reps always drains me. Even here, I'm only doing 4 reps, and by the end, I'm sweating like hell. So my goal is to slowly work up to doing 5 sets of 5 with 315, and then 10 sets of 5 at some point. But that's a very long-term goal. This is something I'm going to be doing basically all the way until I start cutting for the hypothetical contest next year. So I'm going to be squatting at least once a week until, well, that doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm going to have a dedicated squat day at least once a week until I get a coach and he tells me to stop doing that, basically. But the weight is actually moving. I'm surprised that I'm getting it up. I don't know, I get kind of, what's the word, performance anxiety? Like, since I have a dedicated squat day, going to the gym just for this, I don't know, it kind of works up my nerves. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna fuck it up. But no, things went pretty smoothly. I feel like my form looks good. I'm going down for depth, even though that's something, it rarely feels like it. It's weird, but I'm getting to parallel. I could probably go a bit lower, but it often doesn't feel like it. But then you'll look back at the footage and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm doing it properly. But honestly, there is not much left to this. It's just gonna be last bit of squat footage, and then my random sauna chat. I'm sorry, random naked sauna chat. I think a perfect, important adjective. That's something I'm gonna start implementing now. I'm gonna do this voiceover ahead of time. I mean, do this voiceover before I start editing, but I'm gonna start doing random naked sauna time just to chat about random bullshit. I think this time I'm talking about anime and Terrence Ruffin. So yeah, random shit. But yeah. Random naked sauna chat. I did this last time to talk about something in my workout. I realized it's actually a quiet place to, I don't know, act like I'm talking to real people. But I just wanted to talk about Terrence Ruffin getting second place in the Olympia. I stumbled over winning because honestly the shit was so surprising. It was almost like he won, honestly, because I think the first time he competed, he got 6th. Then last year he dropped down to 9th. So this year I was like, okay, I hope he's top 5, let's go top 5. But I was underestimating him. I think a lot of people were. He even beat Breon Ansley, who was second place last year. He lost to Chris Bumstead, but I think he was the favorite. He won last year, and I think everyone was expecting him to win this time.
but everyone was expecting it to be Rayon versus Chris, to be Terrence versus Chris, and I couldn't be more proud of him. It's crazy. Like I watch a lot of anime. Been watching a lot of Haikyuu recently, which is the volleyball one. But I don't know, just seeing measurable progress and it paying off so well. It's just, I love it. But seeing this, why isn't there a bodybuilding anime? Like, I know there's what is it? Guy muscle. How many kilos of the dumbbells you lift? But why isn't there one that's just like well, that one's more about fitness. But why isn't there one that's like actually about the sport? I'll start with a nerdy guy who uses his aptitude for science to learn how to build muscle better and goes through the leagues, eventually going pro. It could be like Hajime no the boxing one. That would be cool, but that'd be exciting. It needs to be a bodybuilding anime. But yeah, shout out to Terrence Ruffin. Really proud of that guy. He's easily my biggest motivator, inspiration, blah blah blah. And he's a year younger than me, which kind of pisses me off. But hey, doing big things, I gotta do great. I gotta do way better. I gotta work harder. So I am. This is at post squat day, and I did go up a bit. I did 3 sets of 5 and 3 last week. This time I did 4 sets of 5. No. Did 3 sets of, no. Did 4 sets of 3. Did 4 sets of 3 last week, and now I did 4 sets of 4. So next week I'm gonna do 4 sets of 5, and 5 sets of 5, and try and build up from there. So I just want to say, in regards to Terrence Ruffin, I think that he did. Let's try that again. Why does this keep happening? Ugh.
Sorry, man.